David, welcome Stephanie to our call. Eric, welcome to our call.
Thank you, Sean. Good morning, everyone.
Awesome, guys. All right, so we're going to get going on language of sales, guys. Every Wednesday, what we're doing is we are going to continue to improve our ability to sell product, to have command of conversations. And this just isn't about business. This is also about our personal lives. I think that one of the great quotes that I ever heard, and I don't know if you have heard this from John Maxwell, is change is inevitable, growth is optional. So we all know that things are going to change, but when we invest in ourselves and in our growth, and especially our skill set of language, we are going to improve our life. Stephanie, you've been with me for a long time, and I think that the key around language is so many people, they don't pay attention to how much impact they can have on other people. And we definitely don't maximize our conversational skills or learn different patterns that we can improve with. So today we're going to learn two very basic lessons. And I want to walk you through the psychology of what we're going to be talking about. The first lesson that we're going to be learning today is how to go for small yeses. And science has proven that when we get people in the pattern of agreement, it's always easier to move them forward. As we know, whether it be Xendurance product, whether it be a large ticket item, if we're going to move people into a purchase, you just don't come out and say, hey, give me your credit card number. Let's go ahead and get an order going, and hey, I'm going to type it in for you. That's just not going to work. We're going to move them into it. A couple of key things came to this and how important this is in life. We actually, and Stephanie might remember, we had a real estate agent up in Portland that part-time worked at a funeral home. And now you're like, oh boy, Sean's off the rocker now. He's going down to a funeral home. And you'd be amazed that when we were talking about this lesson, he raised his hand and said, this is exactly how we're trained at the funeral home. When people are in an emotional state, we ask them for little yeses. And I'm like, tell me more about that. So he said that when people come into a funeral home, they have to make decisions that are very, to get things done. And they're very emotional. So they start with, hey, can I take your purse? Yes. Can I get this chair for you? Yes. Can I get you a cup of coffee? Yes, that would be great. When we get into the pattern of yeses, there was a study that was done by Jonathan Friedman and Scott Frazier, two psychologists. And what they did is they went to a neighborhood. And Stephanie, I don't know if you heard this story, if I coached to this a while back, but they went to a neighborhood with like an enclosed group of people. And they went out and they had this very large stop sign, yellow stop sign. And they went around to every single neighbor, knocked on their door, and said, would you put this big stop sign or drive slow? I'm sorry, it said drive slow sign into the yard. About 20% of the people, and we all know that, those are the people that are early adopters, 20% of those people said, hey, yeah, go ahead. No problem. They get it. They understand it. It's not a big problem for them. 80% of the people said, no, don't want it in there. So they put the 20% in. They came back a week later and they went to all the people that said no. And they said, hey, would you put in a smaller sign in your window? And they had a lot more people that would put that in because it was a much smaller sign. Now, this is where it gets interesting. They waited 3 weeks and then they went back to the people that put the small sign in the window and asked them to put the bigger sign that they originally said no to. 76% of those people with the small sign in put the larger sign in because they felt a part of the cause. They felt that they were sending a message. They gave a verbal yes to having the small sign in. And then they adopted something that they said no to earlier. So that's how powerful this is. The other thing I want us to be talking about is the fact that we need to rechange our thought process. We always think of praising people as like a form of, if you get a promotion, you get more money. We give our kids an allowance to get things done. Verbal praise is just as powerful as money. In fact, studies have shown that they register in the same section of the brain as we feel with the reward of money. And verbal praise is emotional praise. And we always say, remember, logic makes you think, Emotion makes you act. The verbal praise is what moves people forward. So if we remember to praise people when we're working with them on how great they're doing, how proud we are of them, how excited we are to join with them, that's more impactful to them than to actually get like a financial reward. And we've talked about it before when we talk with people about health and wellness. What's going to feel like when you're back to that one pant size? What's going to feel like when you do put on the bathing suit on that vacation and you're feeling great about yourself? That moves people. So today we're going to role play XND 63. And Stephanie and Eric, if you aren't aware, XND 63 is the large launch that we're doing at the first of the year. It is a free 63-day program that if people can do a digital download of a workbook that takes them through 3 weeks of more movement, 3 weeks of incredible mindset, and then 3 weeks of goal setting and holding their goals. It is a program that we sell product in. It is a program to enhance it. You should be getting on packs. It's a program that you can get totally into our community. And here comes Tonda Brown, Stephanie. Unbelievable. Guys, I apologize. We're having a little reunion here. Let's see if she's probably driving. Tonda Brown is always moving. There's Tonda Brown. Tonda, how are you? Welcome to the team, ladies and gentlemen. Great friend of mine also. We are bringing in the realtors into the XND world. So I'm super excited about that. We had great conversations and we're going to be taking these girls and bringing them into our world to make some more money and to get into some better health. Tonda, you caught us midstream. So we're going to be role playing, getting into XND 63. We're looking for the small yes. We want to have people that will agree to come into our program. So that's a very simple. We're going to start with that role play, and then we're going to work on one extra little tip when we're moving people forward. So we're going to get started with Nate. Let's get going with you. You got the mustache still on after your anniversary dinner. I'm blown away. Just so you guys know, the mustache was supposed to come off November 1st because his wife didn't like it. And last night he was going out on his anniversary dinner and he still has it, David Henry. That's pretty impressive. You want to talk about a theater?
I didn't get any small yeses from my wife on the mustache. None.
Nothing. So, okay. So Nate, you and I have done this before. Nate's an incredible firefighter. He is kicking butt at Exxon. I think we have a little feedback there.
Yeah. Well, it's a garbage truck. So.
Okay.
Maybe you might want to skip me while this guy's here and then come on back.
Okay. I'm going to go over to Crystal Catalina because Crystal and I'm going to mute you really quick. All right. Perfect. Crystal. We're not looking to get into the details of the program. All we want to do is get people into our community. You and I, we work out at the same yoga on the beach because Crystal lives in Florida. We do the same yoga every Saturday. You see me out there, I'm rolling my mat up and we're in a great conversation about what a beautiful day it is. Open the door and get me into some small yeses.
Man, Sean, it's so great to see you this morning again. Wasn't that a fabulous yoga session?
Yeah, that was the best. I absolutely couldn't be better weather. Love seeing you down here, Crystal.
I really enjoyed that. Hey, I saw on your, I don't know what the heck I'm saying. I don't know. Am I gonna get a yes?
No, just keep rolling with the conversation. Hey, listen, it's always great to see you down here. You really are into your health and wellness, something like that. You know, I have parallel conversation, a parallel universe with you.
Okay. So I see you regularly here every Saturday, every Sunday. Health and wellness must really be an important part of your life.
100%. No, it keeps me going. I have to ground myself.
Yeah. What else is it that you do outside of Saturdays and Sundays?
You know, I'm big into working out. I'm at the gym 4 or 5 times a week. Do that. Working on my diet. Not always perfect there, you know, to be transparent, but and then I do my yoga on the weekends and we do it with the whole group of people out in the sun. I love it.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you've really got the movement piece on lock. I am joining this new challenge in January, and I'd be stoked if you might want to join me. It's It's 63 days. It's 9 weeks. It's totally free to join. And we'll work on a little bit of the nutrition. Maybe you and I could be accountability buddies. What do you think about that?
That sounds really interesting. Yeah, no, that is interesting. Where can I get some more information on it?
Yeah, let me give you this QR code right here.
Oh, you got a QR code. Oh, that's
I sure
convenient.
do. Yeah. So it's attached to this little supplement pack that I take, and it really gets me going in the morning. It wakes me up. It turns my brain on. So, you might be interested in that too. But regardless, like this little code right here, it'll get you some more information.
Fantastic. Okay, couple of great observations. Crystal, once you slow down and you just remembered the greatness that you have inside yourself, you started rocking that. You were just killing it. Remember, to get there quicker, if we were going to do the role play, establish yourself as the guide. Remember what we worked on when we were doing the building the story brand a month ago? So establish yourself as the guide. And is it okay if we reverse the roles and then I do the role play? I drive
Totally.
that. Okay. Hey, Crystal, so great to see you down here at the beach. It was you were just killing it in that morning pose. It was awesome.
That's my favorite pose, that warrior pose.
Hey, listen, I know you always see me wearing these shirts and all that, and I noticed that you and I have a few things in common. You're really into your health and wellness, aren't you?
I am. Yes.
Listen, I've told you before about Xendurance. I think I gave you some of the focus drink one time. Didn't I give that to you?
I think you might have. Yeah, I don't know that I remember.
Awesome. Well, listen, I'm going to get you some of this incredible drink, and I love like-minded people like yourself. Would you ever be interested in doing a program with me that would better both of us at the same time?
Maybe.
Hey, listen, have you ever been to the website Xendurance? I know that I was talking to other people about it, and I think that you and I were walking to the car, and I was telling you about this great company I'm in around health and wellness.
Yeah. I don't know that I ever went to the website. I think I do believe I remember you handed me something, but I don't think I ever scanned that code.
Listen, if you didn't make it to the website, that's okay. Can you do me a favor and can I get your number? And I'm just going to text you the website. And all I'm going to ask is, could you just go to the website and check it out? And then next week we could have some more conversation about the products and the programs.
That sounds good.
Great. Hey, have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
Okay, now, did I hard sell her into the program and push her down and say, hey, you got to sign up now and get the credit cards and things out? No, just I had her do one thing. Okay.
And the phone number.
And the phone number. I got her phone number. So now I'm going to be texting her. Now she's going to check out the website. Now, next week, hey, listen, if you didn't see on that website, we also have this XND 63, or maybe we play the free focus game and get free focus. All I'm going to do is get her simple yeses. Do Crystal and I get together for dinners regularly? No, we don't. So I don't really feel like I'm going to jump into her world and start, dragging her over. I just want to get her moving in my direction. I know I'm going to see her next week. So all I need is that simple yes. Sometimes the simple yes is, hey, would you just go to the website, or can I get your contact information? Or would you be interested in some free product? It's pretty easy for people to say yes to that. These are the real basic ones. So there's no pressure to get the people signed in. Nate, we're coming back to you. Crystal, great job. You know I love you, and you're growing every single week on this call. All right, here we go. Nate, you and I are buddies at the fire department. Okay, haven't seen you in a while because you've been injured. True story. Nate, great to see you, man, and you're in the gym. This is awesome.
Yeah, buddy, gotta get back at it. No rest for the wicked.
That's right. Well, hey, it's fantastic to see you. I'm going to crush it today, dude. I've been getting after it since you've been gone.
I can see. Yeah, heck yeah, you have.
Yeah, twisted seal and sex appeal, bro. That's me.
That's what it's all about, man. Yeah. So what have you been doing? Like, I know you've been rocking it. I've kind of been dabbling, getting ready to come back myself, because I think just staying on top of things is important. Wouldn't you agree?
Totally. No, I love taking care of myself. My wife's got me on a much better diet. I do cheat a little bit on the diet, but yeah,
Hey.
Let's keep that over here in the fire station. And then
Hey, we all do that.
I've been doing more cardio and lifting, and it's been fantastic.
Oh, I love that, man. I love that feeling of car. I love being able to get on the skills course and kick these young guys' butts. I mean, that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Yeah. Well, diet, dude, I've been kind of looking for an accountability partner, and I just saw a program came through with Xendurance. I think you've heard me talk about them before, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Right. In fact, I think I sent you to their website to check some product out.
I did. Yeah. No, I looked at it,
Yeah.
man. That stuff's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, right on, right on. Well, they're coming out. Sorry about the garbage truck, man, but they're coming out with a program, a revamp program that's all about that 360 wellness, brother. Your health. Your nutrition, your mental health, and exercise. Isn't that something that's what we're all about. Would you be interested in hearing more about that one?
I might be, but I do have my diet pretty well worked out, and I've kind of got my gym routine buttoned up. I'm not sure if I'd really need that.
Well, I'll tell you what. I want you to, if you would you at least go to the website and just check out what it's all about? It's the 360 approach. You and I have talked about this before. Having an accountability partner is huge, and I kind of need one right now. So I'd love for you to help me out, and then me help you out, and at least look at it. And maybe we can jump into this together, have a little challenge, have a little competition within the firehouse. What do you think, man?
Okay, now you're talking. Okay. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll look at the website, my man. I'll look at the website. That sounds good.
Cool, man. Well, I'll get back to you next shift. No pressure, and keep grinding, man. I love what you're doing.
Fantastic. Awesome job. Getting into the yeses, no pressure. We're going to see each other at the firehouse again. We want to get into yeses. Okay. Another thing, Nate, that we could pick up on is the one thing that I left out that would be interesting to trigger, because people say this to me all the time. Got my diet figured out. I got my movement figured out. What's the one thing that I'm missing?
Supplements. Diet, movement, supplements.
And that's
sleep.
the thing. That's the reason I'm at this company. That's
Yeah.
the reason I'm at this company. Once I started doing the supplements, it all clicked. So, hey, you might be interested in, not sure if it's you, but if you're not doing supplements, that's something I would love for you to look at on the website. And then that tees it up for the next conversation. Listen, that was the missing piece, because Nate, I know how much you are engaged in the supplements in the program, and then you'd have something easy to talk about. We're coming over to the world famous pickleball player, David Henry. David, are you ready?
Sure. Let's roll.
We're at the pickleball court. This guy kicked my butt in Scottsdale on pickleball. Like literally, if you saw the moves this guy puts on that ball, you can't even get over the net a little bit, or he's going to slam it back at you. All right, here we go. David.
You're too kind. Hey, Sean, I think you mentioned you play tennis. Are you still playing?
Yeah. No, I love tennis, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, before pickleball, I played decades of tennis. It was my favorite sport. And you play singles, right?
I do. And a little double, but mostly singles. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I mean, I was a singles guy when I played tennis. It's fun. So, how's your game going?
It's going good. I'm still working on more cardio, keeping up with everybody, and I'm busy with work and family, but playing 2 or 3 times a week. I'm kind of just in a rut right now. I've just been, I haven't really grown a lot, but staying after it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you said keeping up with everybody. So, I mean, is that a little bit of a struggle on the court?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of younger people out there than me. I mean, there's quite a few young guys that I'm playing against these days.
Yeah, tell me about it. Well, listen, man. I mean, I'm thrilled you're still playing and loving it. I have no idea if this is for you or not, but I mean, you've heard me mention Xendurance, right?
Oh yeah, totally. I had some of that focus drink. It was great.
Oh yeah. I mean, I use Xendurance products exclusively. I mean, they help me with pickleball. They help me perform better on the court. They help me recover faster after I play, and then they just kind of keep me healthier overall. And so we've got a program coming up at the first of the year to just help people get moving, get healthier. And I mean, you said keeping up with the younger guys. I mean, it can probably help you, improve every aspect of your life, but definitely on the court. It involves like movement, supplements, diet, nutrition. Something you might be interested in?
I would definitely look at it. Yeah. You're definitely
okay.
language. Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, I've got a really great friend, Sean, just like you, and he knows so much more about Xendurance. I'm still just kind of getting started with it. So I don't want to tell you the wrong thing, but if I set up just like a Zoom call with you, Sean, and me within the next week or so, would that be something you'd be willing to hop on just so you can learn more about this program?
Sure, absolutely. No, I'm up for that.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, listen, I'm going to check with Sean and see what his availability looks like, and then I will get back with you and give you like 3 dates and times when maybe we can do this Zoom and go from there. If that sounds good.
That sounds perfect. So let's see who could pick up on the one thing early in the conversation that he did that locked me in. The one thing that he did it, and we've worked on this tactic before. It's about words. About like when you go into your door, you need a key. Word backtracking. He kept saying back to me what I was saying. Tonda Brown, remember, we like when people talk like us. We like when people use the words that we use. And he was saying, hey, you said keeping up with the guy, with the other guys, or with the young guys. Oh, you said this, you said this. He didn't create a conversation. He used the conversation I was stating to his benefit. Tonda Brown, let's do a quick role play. We haven't role played in ever, and it's about supplements. This is going to be you want me to have a listing appointment with you, and I'm super busy, and I won't commit to anything. I need you to get a small yes out of me. You showed me some houses, or we met for some coffee. I'm getting ready to sell my home, and you want to get me under contract, and you can't pin me down. Okay.
Okay. Hey, Sean, how are you doing?
Oh, I am fantastic, Tonda. I'm always super busy when you call me, but yeah, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Super busy?
Yeah, but I've been super busy.
What's been going on?
Just been work. We had some relatives in town. Now we're getting ready for the holidays, and how crazy my family is, and I'm getting myself prepared for Thanksgiving, and yeah, it's just been a lot of stuff happening. It's just keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah, I totally understand. Busy holiday season. So, are you still interested in listing your house? Is that something I can help you out with?
Yeah, it's something we need to do. It just is, God, to tell you, it's just like, I don't know, it keeps on being that thing that's hard for us to make a decision on. So it's hard for me and my wife and I keep talking about it, and it's just hard to get the concept. It's such a big thing, we're kind of been avoiding it.
I hear you, Sean. It is a big thing. It's a huge commitment, huge task. And so with the holidays coming up, I know you really would like to get that taken care of.
Yeah, no, God, I don't even know how do you do that during the holidays? That's, probably the biggest thing. I can't even imagine doing this during the holidays.
Oh, I know. Well, that's where I come in. I can totally help you out with everything. Maybe I can stop by on Tuesday or Thursday, and we can set up an appointment, and I can come and show you how I can help you, how I can take it all off your plate during the holidays, and may even, bring a little holiday cheer to the party.
Yeah, that might work. I'll have to check with my wife and see, just because we're both super busy. So we just need to be really convenient,
Oh, definitely. I understand that. What about a Zoom call? Would that be better? Where you guys could be at 2 different places, maybe at the same time, and then we can lock down some need to do's and some to-do lists and some maybe to-do lists, and just kind of get a feel of where we're going with it and how I can help you guys out.
Yeah, that would be a lot better. I know that my wife, because she's a little overwhelmed right now, that would be great, because even she could probably do that from her office. So, I think I can sell her on that for sure.
Okay, great. Well, I have your email and I have hers, and I'll just send you over a Zoom link with a couple dates, and then we can kind of coordinate, and you guys let me know what's best for you, and I'll bring all the data and then try to make this transition easy for you.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, no, that's a much easier for us. Tanya, great job on jumping in on that Zoom conversation. And when somebody's dodging you, it's always an uncomfortable conversation. So we have to always start making things as simple and small as possible. You know, like, and Todd, I know I just called on you, and what an awkward to be on with when we're doing supplements and everything, because you're a rock star role player. You kill it. And even then would be, hey, listen, before I even come over, why don't I shoot you over some comps? You know, why don't we do that? You know, I love the Zoom though. When you went to that, I mean, even I felt it. I'm like, oh my God, yeah. Because probably my wife's hesitant to do it through the holidays, that, you know, try to move. We probably already are getting the dinnerware out and over planning and everything, and to make it as easy as possible. So guys, the simple yes is so important. And remember, David, we've already talked about this. Are 100% of the people going to become customers of ours?
No, sir.
No way. Are 100% of our conversations going to go really well? No, they just don't. You know, I mean, people would always say, well, how do you overcome, you know, every objection? You don't. Some people are just going to say, get out of my face, get out of my world. For the people that we start doing the yeses on, and now they start slowing down. They start, hey, listen, Crystal, we talked about yoga and you were going to get on the website and you didn't, you know, then we have to change tactics just a little bit. So if they're not going with our yeses, we believe that there's still somebody, like if I'm at the fire station with Nate, I'm not following through, then we move to the next soft sell. We've already learned the grow model. You know, what's your goal? What's your reality? What's your obstacle, and what's the way forward? Then we also can inlay, we've talked about it before, the 4 quadrants, okay? So if I'm with Nate at the fire station and I asked him to get on the website, I asked him to look into XND 63, we find him in the gym again, and I said, oh, you know what, dude, I just didn't do it. You know, I didn't have that, but I think I got time, and you know, it's just gonna delay. Then my response would be, Nate, totally appreciate you. And you're right. It's all right that you didn't get on. Listen, I just really know that this would benefit you a lot. Hey, listen, what's the real goal that you have in your health and wellness? Dude, I want to live to be 100 years old. Fantastic. Listen, I noticed how hard you're working out. This is fantastic. Listen, if you're just working out and working on your diet, that's great. You know, a lot of times we lose interest in working out when we get a little bit bored, or we get into a routine, or we get disrupted. Would you agree with that? Yeah, sometimes that happens. I don't want that to happen to you. I know it happens to me. Why don't you and I take this journey together? Because if we don't go together, we're both going to get lost at some point. We just know that happens. That just, you know, you and I have been on and off with working out and our diet. You even admitted that. And I really feel that like supplementation could even be one extra thing. That way, next year, when we're in this gym, we're both going to be patting each other on the back. Would that work for you? Great. So I did a positive present, negative present. We're going to lose interest. We're going to do that. Negative future. If we don't do that together, we're just going to not get anywhere, and we might need to protect ourselves and even add supplementation. And then a positive present, we're going to be positive future, we're going to be slapping each other on the back when we do that. Simply just basically stopping me from procrastinating, which is typically procrastination is not an actual state. It's a reflection of anxiety, of distraction, of all these other things. So now we have the people that were in these conversations going to yeses. If they're not coming through, we got to change. We got to either go to the grow model, or we got to go to the 4 quadrants. And David, have you been on the calls that we've done the 4 quadrants?
I don't believe I have for that.
So let me just kind of demonstrate it in a little bit more basic way. So what I'm going to do to you, if I want to move you forward, I want to get you, you know, to play pickleball at a much higher level, and you're not committing to trying the XND product or the role play that we did. David, you are in phenomenal shape, and you are a great a pickleball player, man. I just absolutely love playing with you. Positive present. Okay. Hey, listen, I know that you've talked about that your diet and you're not supplementing, and you're feeling a little bit sore and things like that. And, you know, I told you that we had some products. Listen, if you could at least take a look at these products, you're never going to get rid of that soreness, that inflammation, that lactic acid until you actually start to supplement and bring some things back into your body. Would you agree? Listen, if you don't start doing supplementation, or if you're trying the extreme endurance, you're going to stay or plateau or probably even start to decline in the future. The body just doesn't hold up. And if we can get on the same page and get you on board with trying some of the product, and I can really explain these to you, hey, get you logged in as a team member, you're going to have all of the benefits that I've been getting for the last couple of years being on the program. Would that work for you?
Absolutely.
So it's just slowing people down and having them stop and saying, you want to get better, but you're not doing anything. You want to get better, but you're not following through and getting on the link. You're not enrolling in XND 63. You could go to the grow model. What's your goal? What's the reality? What's the obstacle? And identify it that way. And then the way forward is this, or you could really stand them up. Positive present, negative future, positive future. Tom, did you remember when we used to work on that? Yeah, and you will find that you can really move people forward. So now let's flip and start moving me forward. Crystal, let's go back and do the exact same role play that we did on the beach. You see me next week, and it's nothing earth-shattering. I flaked on you, okay? And I want you just to either do the grow model with me or do the 4 quadrants to kind of stand me up a little bit and pull me closer to you. And get you in and get into agreement. Okay. So now it's week 2. Oh, wait. I guess oh my gosh, guys, I totally overshot my time limit. I am so sorry. Daniel just gave me a warning. Guys, I got my nether meeting at 9:30. Tonda Brown, hit our email, look at those videos, and then set up an appointment with me. We want to get you loaded into the program. Okay. All right, guys, have a great day. I apologize. I'm tardy for my next meeting.